Hello everyone, Namaskar. In this series of career talk, today I'll be talking on entry in IIM, that is Indian Institute of Management Sciences. IIMs are the topmost institutions in our country who provide quality education, and everyone dreams to join IIMs. Today, after graduation, there is a tough competition through CAT, MAT, ZAT, where everybody is trying to get entry in these IIMs. But do you know, student of class 12, even after class 12, directly they can join IIMs today. This entry is in 5 IIMs through either Jipmat, Jipmat, or through Ipmat, Ipmat. These are integrated courses, and these courses are BBA plus MBA, 5-year integration, and students who are in class 12 may join directly IIMs, which is, I think, best thing in today's time, where children are not going to have another competition after graduation to qualify and then join IIMs. If you know about Jipmat, fine. If you don't know, so today in 1 hour prox, I'll be talking all prospective ways through which one can get entry in IIMs. आज सभी देश में जो भी हमारे बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने ग्रेजुएशन कर लिया है, वो कैट के थ्रू, मैट के थ्रू, जेड के थ्रू वो आईएम्स में ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं और एक टफ कंपटीशन को फेस करते हैं. लेकिन आईएम्स में एंट्री केवल ग्रेजुएशन के बाद ही नहीं, बल्कि क्लास 12 का बच्चा भी पा सकता है. इसके लिए डिफरेंट आईएम्स में आईपी मैट के एग्ज़ाम्स होते हैं या कुछ कंबाइंड एग्जामिनेशंस होते हैं जिसको एनटीए कराता है जिपमैट के थ्रू. सो आज हम आपसे बात करेंगे कि कोई भी बच्चा क्लास 12 का किस तरीके से जिपमैट के थ्रू या आईपी मैट के थ्रू कॉम्पिटिट करके और क्लास 12 के बाद ही इन टॉप इंस्टीट्यूशंस में ज्वाइन कर सकता है. In India and abroad, there is a tough competition, but yes, top organizations, top institutions abroad also and in country also are available for brilliant students, for students those who deserve to get entry in these kind of institutions. Of course, today if you talk about IIT, if you talk about medical lines, everywhere competition is. But after class 12, getting entry in IIMs, I think is a unique option. Those who want to pursue their MBA in IIMs or through IIMs. Let me start this. I'll be going today through this Jipmat and IPmat. How many of you are well aware of about the Jipmat, JIPMAT and IPmat? This is after class 12 integration courses in IIMs. What is Jipmat? Jipmat, Joint Integrated Program in Management Admission, and is a national level entrance examination for admission to 5-year integrated program in management. Jipmat scores help in IPM admissions at IIM Bodh, Gaya and IIM Jammu. This you need to remember. Through Jipmat, you can take admission in IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu and 5-year integration BBA plus MBA. The exam will be held for 2.5 hours in computer-based test, that is CBT, and which will be conducted by NTA. The Jipmat question paper will have a total of 100 questions on quantitative aptitude, data interpretation and logical reasoning and verbal ability and reading comprehensions. So this is the short description of Jipmat. So if we talk about entry through Jipmat is available in IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu. So these are two IIMs. Those are available for us through Jipmat. and this Jipmat is conducted by NTA. Jipmat 2023 examination, National Testing Agency, that is NTA, which conducts almost all examinations across country after NEP as government suggested, and in National Education Policy it is also mentioned that one neutral agency will test for all entrance examinations. NTA has started in taking test of all central universities entrances and all medical, JEE and all. Same NTA is going to have entry through Jipmat. So this is National Testing Agency conducts Jipmat exam every year in the month of July. It means those who are in class 12, the examination will be in March, April, result will come out in May, and they have sufficient time to prepare for this examination in June, and they'll appear in July in CBT module, CBT mode, that is computer based test. The exam details for Jipmat 2023 is expected to be released on the official website, which is jipmat.nta.ac.in. In second week of May, candidates can submit the online application form for Jipmat within stipulated deadline. Typically 1 month from commencement, candidate will have to pay the Jipmat application fee along with the form submission. This is the overall entry and for the entrance test. These are few highlights. Jipmat, of course, joint integrated program in management admission tests conducted by NTA, exam level undergraduate examination at the national level, courses offered through entrance exam, integrated program in management. Duration of exam is 150 minutes. And sections and questions are quantitative aptitude, 33 questions, data interpretation and logical reasoning, 33 questions, and verbal ability and reading comprehension, 34 questions. So number one thing, it has no limitation of our constraints of streams and subjects studied in 12th level. इसमें कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है कि कोई कैंडिडेट किस स्ट्रीम से आता है, साइंस से आता है, कॉमर्स से आता है, ह्यूमैनिटीज से आता है, सब्जेक्ट का कोई कॉन्स्टेंट नहीं है. इट मीन्स एनीबडी एंड एवरीबडी इज एलिजिबल फॉर इट. ऑफ कोर्स, since the examination is conducted at national level and brilliant top students are selected, so minus marking is there. So be careful while answering the questions. So it means marking scheme is plus 4 marks for each correct response, minus 1 mark for each incorrect response, and no negative marking for unattempted question, which says if you are able to answer correctly, answer, otherwise it is wise not to opt, not to answer, leave it unattempted, so that at least you are not going to get negative marking. You will be getting zero to the minimum. Exam mode, which is computer based test, CBT mode, and medium of question paper will be in English. Colleges accepting exam scores are IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu. This is, you need to remember one thing. Through Jipmat, only 2 institutions, 2 IIMs take admission after class 12. One is IIM Bodh Gaya and one is IIM Jammu. Only one entrance examination, which is Jipmat. If we talk about important dates, I'll not talk in terms of dates, but I'll talk in terms of months. Commencement of registration form, second week of May, as I said. Last date for submission of form, second week of June. Last date to pay registration fee, etc., second week of June. Just a sec, I'll be coming back. And then application form for Jipmat. Last date to pay registration fee, second week of June. Jipmat exam date, first week of July. Declaration of result, last week of July. It means student will start filling up their forms in the month of May, will be able to conclude entire process of admission of entrance test by last week of July. And then further there are ways I'll be discussing once we proceed further. We have the process of interview, that is the personal interviews, and aptitude tests, of course, we'll discuss. One thing again I'm reminding, this is the opportunity given to class 12 students. Immediately after class 12 they can join IIM, that is Indian Institute of Management. Coming to this, about the eligibility criteria, as I said, class 12 students, this is unique thing. Again I am saying, usually what happens, even when we were studying that time, this opportunity was not available. First we were doing our graduations, and after graduations we were joining some competitive classes for the preparations, and then qualifying CAT examination. After qualifying CAT examination, getting good percentiles, we were in fact getting admissions. But here today our class 12 students are able to, or will be able to join IIM through Jipmat and Ipmat. I am talking about right now Jipmat. Candidates need to fulfill Jipmat eligibility condition before they proceed to fill out the application form. The space below mention the Jipmat eligibility criteria. What are these? Candidates should pass the class 12 examination in any stream or equivalent with a minimum of 60%, aggregate 55% for candidates under reserve category, or more in the year 2020, 2021 or appearing in 2023. It means those who are passed in 2020 or 2021, they can appear in Jipmat, or those who are appearing in 2023, they are also eligible to appear in Jipmat to qualify for entrance examination, and once they get good percentile, qualify for the next stage, they will be joining. So it means before 2020, if somebody has appeared in class 12 board exam, they are not eligible. Eligibility will be of students, those who are in pass out in 2020, 2021, or they are going to appear in 2023. The candidate should have passed the class 10 examination with a minimum 60% aggregate, which is not tough in today's time, and of course 55% for the reserve categories. Here also students should not have class 10 qualification before 2018. It should be, as it is clearly mentioned here, if any candidate pass class 10 in 2017 and class 12 in 2020, they are also not eligible. It means after class 10, if they have passed 2018, there should be in 2020 or 2021 class 12 100%. In case if they haven't, probably they will miss this opportunity. Coming to Jipmat syllabus, quantitative aptitude, data interpretation, verbal ability and reasoning. These are the three domains. As in the beginning I discussed, this is 33%, this is 33% and this is 34%. Quantitative aptitude 33%, data interpretation and logical reasoning 33%, and 34% is the verbal ability. So in short, if I talk about, this is general mathematics, algebra, simple interest, compound interest, percentage, profit and loss, HCF, LCM, square root, cube roots, simple equations, numbers, time and work, time and distance, data interpretation, average, etc. This is general mathematics, which I think we have in class 11 and 12 applied mathematics. Until class 10, this is studied in all the board examinations. I think the syllabus is almost similar in CBSE, ICSE as state boards. Data interpretation, logical reasoning, this probably students who have not practiced will have to little struggle. So better thing is, as and when you are getting, you should have some practice papers with you. These practice papers you can use in practicing every day, so that your this part, data interpretation and logical reasoning area is your strong. So data interpretation and logical reasoning means questions based on blood relations, clocks and calendars. Then we have syllogisms, then series, statements, Venn diagram, proposition, data arrangements, data structure, direction sense, family tree, tables, coding, decoding, binary logic, pie charts, etc. are in the data interpretation. It means your practice required in this. Verbal ability and reading comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, then proper uses of words, sentence, corrections, synonyms, antonyms, fill in the blanks, articles, then again preposition, errors, spotting, then reading comprehension, para jumbles, etc. in the verbal ability. That is basically based on the English comprehensions. So your command over this should also be required and must be there. So it means when we talk about the syllabus, it is general syllabus. It is not syllabus of say mathematics pure, science pure, commerce pure, humanities pure, nothing like this. It is a syllabus in which student can have general studies. और मैं सभी कैंडिडेट्स जो एस्पिरेंट हैं अबाउट दिस फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर कोर्स मैं कहना भी चाहूँगा कि आपकी जो प्रैक्टिस होनी चाहिए वो एग्ज़ाम को ध्यान में रख के होनी चाहिए, सो दैट क्लियर पिक्चर यू हैव बिफोर यू कि हमें क्या पढ़ना है और कैसे प्रैक्टिस करना है. एक कंपटीशन में जहाँ पर सीटें अप्रॉक्स 120 के आसपास हैं, 120 सीटें हैं और लगभग 5 से 7 हज़ार कैंडिडेट्स रिटन एग्जामिनेशन एंड पर्सनल इंटरव्यूज को फेस करते हैं. सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कॉम्पिटिशन इज नॉट ईजी, बट इवन एज everyone dreams to go in IIMs and students have opportunity even after class 12 to join, this is unique and big thing for us. About the preparations, as I said, more than 8,000 candidates compete everywhere and seats are 120 seats combined in IIM Bodh, Gaya and IIM Jammu. These two, I am talking about Jipmat, as I said, Jipmat after class 12. In the previous examination session, that is to say only 1 out of every 66 candidates registered for the exam was selected for the admission. Owing to a relatively competitive exam, candidates must have a top-notch preparation strategy. Top-notch preparation strategy. This space below mentioned the Jipmat preparation tips. Number 1, before starting with Jipmat preparation, knowing the exam pattern and syllabus should be a prerequisite for any preparation strategy. It's not only this exam, as it is said, that smart practice is required. Hard work is required, of course, but smart work is also required. A person does hard work but smartly is not planned, probably will not qualify in this. That is the reason it is said कि जो भी आप प्रिपरेशन करें उसके एग्जाम पैटर्न को पहले देखिए, क्या पैटर्न के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा रहे हैं, कितना टाइम हमें मिल रहा है. सो यू विल गेटिंग गुड आई थिंक रिजल्ट इन दिस. Once the candidate know the details related to the topics, they can plan relevant topics to start first based on their strength and weaknesses. आपको अपनी स्ट्रेंथ भी पहचानना है, वीकनेसेस भी पता होनी चाहिए और पैटर्न भी पता होने चाहिए. तो वीकनेसेस को रिड्यूस करो, स्ट्रेंथ को बढ़ाओ और प्रैक्टिस को पैटर्न बेसिस पर लेके चलो, क्वालिफाई आप जरूर करेंगे. सो कवर 1 सेक्शन एट अ टाइम. जैसे इफ यू आर से प्रैक्टिसिंग लॉजिकल रीजनिंग एंड सपोज यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस इन मैथमेटिक्स, so try to finish profit and loss in one go. One go in the sense not in one day. Like today you are practicing on profit and loss, you will require some time to build the confidence and concepts. Once concepts are built, you can proceed to the next topic. That is why it is said that cover 1 section at a time. Plan the breaks with the tasks that can promote the preparation indirectly. For example, reading a book, watching a top 4 interview, etc. You will have to find out certain ways through which you are also aware of कि सामने हमारे से पहले जो कॉम्पिटिशन्स को क्वालिफाई किए हैं उन्होंने कौन सी स्ट्रेटजी प्लान किया. इट हेल्प्स अ लॉट कि आप मैगजीन्स के थ्रू उनके इंटरव्यूज आप पढ़ें एंड इवन इफ सजेशंस दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग बिकॉज दे हैव ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाइड, सो दिस मे हेल्प यू. Then start the VARC preparation in the end, as this is considered the assist section of the overall preparations. For quantitative preparations, jot down all relevant formulae and read the same daily. This will help memorize the formulae without any burden. Especially I would suggest those who are not from the pure mathematics background, because those who are from like pure mathematics background, probably they are well aware of the formulae already, so they need to practice in advance. But those who are not a pure mathematics background, they have to learn all the formulae. They can write somewhere so that they are keep on turning the pages every time. बार बार उन फार्मूलों को आप दोहरा रहे हो, क्योंकि वो आपका सब्जेक्ट पहले से नहीं रहा है. तो जितने बार आप दोहराओगे, जितनी बार उनको आप पढ़ोगे, वो आपके मेमोरी में आएंगे. और फार्मूलों के साथ सबसे बड़ा जो आपको चैलेंज मिलेगा वो कि उनको अप्लाई कैसे करना है. लेकिन अच्छी बात फार्मूलों के साथ क्या होती है कि ये जब आप कई बार सेम फार्मूलों को डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस में अप्लाई करते हुए आगे बढ़ते हैं, तो एक आइडिया लग जाती है कि शायद ये फार्मूला हमारा इस जगह पर फिट होगा और आपका टाइम सेव करेगा, जिससे कैलकुलेशन इजी होगा एंड देन यू कैन क्वालिफाई और यू कैन हैव अ गुड कमांड ओवर क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड. Then verbal, I have already solve question papers and model test papers to get aware of the overall difficulty level of the exam. Aim to solve each question in less than a minute so that the candidate are left with 50 minutes spare time to revise and focus on their other things. As you know, total 150 minute time is with you. 150 मिनट का टाइम है, 100 क्वेश्चंस हैं. तो ऐसे अगर देखा जाए तो 150 मिनट में 100 क्वेश्चन, मतलब एक क्वेश्चन को करने का आपके पास टोटल टाइम 1.5 मिनट 1.5 है. बट आई वुड सजेस्ट, एज इट इज सेड आल्सो हियर, वन क्वेश्चन ऑफ 1 मार्क यू शुड हैव an idea to solve in 1 minute, so that 50 minutes is left out to put your stress over difficult areas which you have left probably, and you want to get it confirmed. Because I suggested don't answer wrongly, because it will kill your 1 mark. Rather you leave it, at least you will be at 0. निगेटिव मार्किंग होने का सबसे डिसएडवांटेज ये होता है कि अगर आप उसमें लक बाय चांस की तरफ बढ़ते हो तो कहीं ना कहीं आपको हार्म पहुंचाएगा. तो अगर आपके 100 क्वेश्चन में से 70 आपको आते हैं, 30 नहीं आ रहे हैं, तो 30 को बाद में स्ट्रेस करो, 70 को 70 मिनट में फिनिश करो, जिससे आपके पास सफिशिएंट टाइम बचा होगा. और जब आप श्योर हो जाइए कि नहीं इस क्वेश्चन का यही आंसर होगा, देन यू कैन गिव मोर देन 1 मिनट ऑन एक्सरसाइजिंग एंड एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग ऑन द क्वेश्चंस which probably you were not able to answer in the first go. Here we'll go for the Jipmat 21 competition analysis. You know, 7,910 candidates they registered in this. 4,794 appeared and 120 seats were there. So 120, of course, they finally got the seat. Now, as I am saying, most of us probably, yeah, some of us may be not aware of this direction of qualifications. या इस एरिया में जाने का शायद सबको पता नहीं चला है. कुछ समय से ये जब हम आगे की बात कर रहे हैं तो हम समझ सकते हैं कि इस एरिया को हमें एक्सप्लोर करना है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, जिससे कि जो IIMs में जाना चाहते हैं आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन, मीन्स डूइंग BBA फ्रॉम समवेयर फर्दर आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग ग्रेजुएशन, दे आर competing, so CAT, MAT, ZAT, all these competitions will also be available. ऐसा नहीं है 12th के बाद अगर आप यहाँ से नहीं क्वालिफाई कर पा रहे हो जिपमैट या IPMAT के थ्रू, तो then you will have opportunity to qualify CAT exam. That window is already open. But this window, when we have got opportunity after class 12, so why to miss out? So this is what the analysis is there to show you. But this was in 2021. Now the seats probably are getting increased. New education policy has come into existence. IIMs are increased. So probably in coming days, Jipmat and IPMAT will be conducted in almost every IIM. So don't worry, you will have opportunity after class 12 in integrated program of management. So here we will be going with IPMat. So it means Jipmat and IPMat. If you talk in terms of the preparation, question and pattern, it has no difference. It means Jipmat for IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu. These two are conducting their entrance examination through Jipmat conducted by NTA. Whereas IPMat Indore conducts its own examination. This is you have to say into IPMat is conducted for Indore and Ranchi. So now we are talking about same IPMat is integrated program in management IPM aptitude test conducted by IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak. IIM Rohtak and IIM Indore is conducting their examination IPM Indore through. That offers dual degree, that is BBA and MBA degrees for the 12th passed out students. IIM Indore launched this unique 5 years integrated program in 2011. Look at this. आज की डेट में हम कह सकते हैं 12 साल होने वाले हैं इस प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किए हुए, बट शायद कुछ ही बच्चों तक इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचती है कि क्लास 12 के बाद भी हम IIMs में जा सकते हैं. सो IIM Indore launched this program in 2011 and that the course has caught up over the past decade, and today we are talking about IPM and Jipmat. So colleges accepting IPM scores are IIM Indore conducts IPMat Indore, which is the first IIM to offer this program, conducts IPMat Rohtak and has been offering the program since 2019, accept IPMat Indore course and has been offering the program since 2021, accept Jipmat course and has recently been added to the list of IIMs offering the IPM program, accept Jipmat course and has recently been added to the list of IIMs offering the IPM program. What does it mean? IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak, IIM Ranchi, IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Jammu. IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Jammu both are accepting Jipmat scores, whereas IIM Indore, of course IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak is also offering the program since 2019. IIM Ranchi accepts IPMat Indore score. It means IIM Indore and IIM Ranchi both are the same entrance examinations, whereas IIM Rohtak has a different competition and IIM Bodh Gaya, IIM Jammu has the course of Jipmat, scores of Jipmat. So it means if we talk about, so there are 3 competitions, similar type 3 competitions. For IIM Indore and IIM Ranchi only one competition, for IIM Rohtak another one, for IIM Bodh Gaya and IIM Jammu Jipmat. So these are 5 IIMs those have started accepting integrated program managements, and this is after class 12, 5-year program BBA plus MBA. Good opportunity. Now if you talk about IPMat Indore exam pattern, quantitative ability, then qualitative ability, then verbal ability. So quantitative ability as well as with the short answer type question, multiple choice question, and verbal ability also multiple type of questions. So 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes, so 120 minutes. In Jipmat it was 150 minute, 15 questions, 30 questions, 45 questions. So it means 45 plus 15, this is total 60 plus 30, 90 questions are asked. So total duration of 2 hours will be provided to answer a total of 90 questions distributed in 3 sections. So quantitative aptitude will be in 2 parts, short answer type questions and MCQ based, whereas verbal ability will be on the basis of multiple type of questions. Marking scheme, every correct answer 4 plus, every incorrect -1, and if nobody attempts, that will be a 0. So there is no difference between Jipmat and IPMat. Same here, if you start IPMat applications February, whereas Jipmat will start in May. Then IPMat application in April last date. Then exam date in May. Their exam date is in July. Announcement of result by May end. And of course, we will be having the results in the June month. So we have the things which we can discuss in the IPMat. Admission eligibility criteria. Qualification, as in the Jipmat it was, all candidates who have completed their higher secondary, that is +2 level, or equivalent examination school across India in 2022 or appearing in 2023. It means those who passed out last year and those who are studying this year. Both are eligible in IPMat examination and they can qualify the exam in this way. Age, all candidates who are born on or before August 1st, 2003 are eligible to appear for the IPMat with a provision for age relaxation of up to 5 years for the candidates under reserved category. So candidates born on or before 1st August 1998 for the reserved category. So what we can have is, that is the age criteria, but those who are generally studying in class 12 are passed out last year, most of them are eligible. Minimum marks, that is the general candidates should have a minimum percentage 60%, same as it was there in Jipmat also, and for reserved category it is 55%. So if you talk in terms of the percentages in class 12, it's not a big deal because 60% or 55% for reserved category, it is I think everyone scoring in these days. The part of student intake in Indore, the sanction intake for IPM 2023 batch, which is tentatively I am talking about because it may be, is 150 for IIM Indore, for which the candidate must clear the IPMat 2023 as well as the interview round. So syllabus, I'll be not going in detail, but it is the quantitative ability, has all general mathematics as we discussed in Jipmat. It means Jipmat and IPMat you need not to prepare separately, only you need to be aware of that IIMs have their autonomy to join through Jipmat or IPMat, or they are conducting their own entrance examinations for IPMs. So what I believe, there is no need to get worried about the syllabus, because syllabus is of general mathematics and quantitative ability. And then if you talk about the verbal ability, it has also the similar kind as we have discussed, whether it is your idioms and phrases, then passages, then you have a lot of paragraph comprehension type of questions. So you need to study general English and general language over the this verbal ability. So if you have the procedure of selection, so I think there is no much difference between both of these, but even I am discussing, students have to qualify these two, aptitude test and personality interview. Means somebody who is willing to join IPM, IPMat, or through that they are willing to join their IIMs, I think they will have to appear in aptitude test and then personal interviews. This aptitude test, of course, as I discussed, 120 minutes, 90 questions, and then personal interviews for the common score. The selection procedure which further continues here, as part of the selection procedure, candidates will have to undergo the aptitude test by IIM Indore, which will test the aptitude and proficiency in English of the candidates. The candidates have to obtain minimum qualifying marks as per the cutoff is prepared by IIM Indore to move on to the next stage. Those candidates who qualify for this test are allowed to appear for personal interviews. The questions will be multiple choice questions with 4 marks for every right answer and negative -1 for every wrong answer. Then IPMat aptitude test structure, section, number of questions, means That is the subject little quantitative aptitude ability essay 15 questions, quantitative ability MCQ 30 questions, verbal ability MCQ that is 45 questions. So you see both the quantitative abilities if you add are equal to verbal ability. So it means it is divided into two parts, verbal ability and quantitative ability. So both have the equal size of numbers. So it means we have to be at our command. Stage 2 candidate who are shortlisted will proceed to the second stage, that is the personal interview. Personal interview, that is PI. Those candidates who qualify the aptitude test round will be eligible for the personal interview, and the interview judges the student's level of confidence, communication skills, general awareness and persuasion skills and knowledge. This is administered by the admissions committee. It means we have to be more into the same direction. Ipmat preparation tips and strategy. Ipmat is integrated program in management, IPM. That aptitude test conducted by IIM Indore and IIM Rohtak separately to select the candidate for 5-year integrated program that offers dual degrees, that is BBA and MBA degrees for 12th passed students. This is important. We talk about the 12th passed students. Ipmat quantitative ability preparation tips. These are certain tips which I would recommend all candidates to go through. Quantitative ability is the toughest part. Toughest word should not be used, even I am using just because you should not take it for granted. So toughest part, and you need to have hands-on practice to clear the same. First and foremost, build a strong grasp on conceptual knowledge for each topic of the section, and you should be well versed in the calculations and tricks to solve the questions. Calculations, you should not have calculation mistakes, because even for the same questions there will be 4 options and 4 closed options will be there. So if anywhere calculation mistake comes, probably you'll miss out the correct option. इसलिए आपका कैलकुलेशन अच्छा होना चाहिए और कॉन्सेप्ट होना चाहिए कि अगर हम क्वेश्चंस को कहीं से भी ट्विस्ट किया जा रहा है तो हम कॉन्सेप्ट सेम अप्लाई करके उस क्वेश्चन के सॉल्यूशन को निकाल पाए. A few important topics are data interpretation, quadratic equation, number series, data sufficiency, then simplification, approximation, mensuration, profit and loss, percentage, ratio and proportion, time and work, mixture problems, quadratic equation, it is written twice. So pie chart, mixed graph, line graph, bar graph, probability, etc. are in general mathematics. Applicants must not indulge themselves in new concept just before the examination, which is very important. ऐसा ना हो कि आप एग्जाम के 10 दिन पहले नए कॉन्सेप्ट को पढ़ना शुरू कर दो, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, वो 10 डेज जो नए कॉन्सेप्ट को आप पढ़ोगे, कहीं ना कहीं से जो पुराना कॉन्सेप्ट आपके पास है उसको रिवाइज करना भूल जाओगे, और वो आपके लिए नुकसान कर सकता है कि पुराना कॉन्सेप्ट रिवाइज नहीं किए, वो भूल गए, नया कॉन्सेप्ट जो आपने पढ़ा वो रिटेन नहीं हुआ, टाइम नहीं मिला रिटेन करने का, तो रिवीजन भी नहीं हुआ, नया भी नहीं आया, तो दोनों आपका जीरो पे आ गया. इससे बेहतर है कि 10-15 दिन पहले कोई भी नया कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ने से अच्छा है कि जो आपका तैयार है उस पर मास्टरी आप हासिल करो, उस पर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वक्त बिता के प्रैक्टिस करो. सो इट मीन्स द सेम थिंग विच is written here. The applicants must not indulge themselves in new concept before the examination. The sole purpose of this section is to check the numerical ability, as it is important. जब आप IIMs में जाते हो, टॉप इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ अ कंट्री है, उसमें से जाने वाले लोगों को बड़ी बड़ी जिम्मेदारियां दी जाती हैं, तो इसके लिए उन्हें चाहिए एक ऐसा ब्रेन जो कि न्यूमेरिकल एबिलिटी में स्ट्रांग हो. And the mathematical questions would be not above class 12 standard, not above class 12 standard. Remember one thing, even if the chapters are of 9-10 also, like profit and loss, then mensuration, And if you come down below, so you will find bar graph, pie chart. All these are special sections in mathematics which everybody should know. And this is one thing where I think everybody should have mastery if you are qualifying or if you are trying to qualify through IIM, through Jipmat or Ipmat in IIM. इट इज़ नॉट कंपल्सरी टू अटेम्प्ट ऑल क्वेश्चंस। जब सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है, आप देखोगे कि कोई 100 में से 100 करके चला आएगा, कोई ज़रूरी नहीं वो क्वालिफाई करे। कोई 100 में से अगर से 60 भी कंफर्म करके चला आया, हो सकता है वो क्वालिफाई करेगा। रीज़न ये है कि जो 40 क्वेश्चन आप छोड़ रहे हो, वो 40 क्वेश्चन दूसरा हो सकता है गलत कर चुका हो। तो 60 में से अगर 40 गलत किया गया तो ये 40 माइनस हो जाएगा एंड पर्सन विल नॉट स्कोर गुड इन दिस। So it means it is necessary that you should attempt only the questions which you know well. IPMAT verbal ability preparation tips. As we discussed in the other tips, it is a similar way. In total there are 45 questions, and 45 question means that is multiplied by 4, total 180 marks. The verbal ability section, like the QA section, has some tips which are regularly tested in the IPMAT as given below. That is etymology and roots, that is idioms and phrases, analogies, antonyms, synonyms, foreign words, noun, pronoun errors, then subject, verb, agreement. Then we have prepositions and conjunctions, tenses, modifiers and parallelism, reading, comprehension, interference based passages. All these are the general topics of English. If you read general English somewhere, probably you will not miss out all these. And students, those who are studying till class 12 in any board, must have gone through this, but they have to have little unseen passages. When you are reading, you should have the grasping power, because sometimes we read and we don't grasp. That time when you are answering any question, you remain like unsure. जब आप कोई चीज़ पढ़ते हो और ग्रास्प नहीं करते हो, तो पढ़ते चले गए और बाद में पता चला ओ माय गॉड हमें फिर से इसको पढ़ना है, बिकॉज जो हमने पढ़ा है वो हमें याद ही नहीं हुआ है। तो कम पढ़ो बट उसको आप आत्मसात करते हुए जाओ। वट एवर यू आर रीडिंग शुड बी अडॉप्टेड, शुड बी ग्रास्प, विच इज इम्पॉर्टेंट। Students who aspire to get into the 5-year integrated program in management have to appear and qualify in 2 tests, as it is discussed in the past. Stage 1 is as a part of selection procedure, aptitude and proficiency in English of the candidate, and then personal interviews. As I'll not repeat again because this is the similar thing we have written in the several I think we have discussed also. So we have something which we need to discuss, that first and foremost build a strong grasp of the conceptual knowledge of each topic of this section. You should be well versed in the calculation and tricks to solve the questions as I discussed. So these points I have discussed, so need not to go further. Verbal ability, I have already discussed that how to prepare for the verbal ability and comprehension preparations also. Ultimately, if we talk in terms of the preparations should have more into the practices. जैसा हमने आपको बताया कि चाहे जिपमैट की तैयारी हो या आईपीमैट की तैयारी हो, आपका जो प्रिपरेशन लेवल हो वो कॉन्सेप्चुअल होना चाहिए। कहीं से ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सोचो अभी हमने तो पढ़ लिया और कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है फिर भी हम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, तो वो सॉल्व तो कर सकते हो, रिटेन नहीं होगा कॉन्सेप्ट, फार्मूले नहीं याद होंगे, तो आगे चल के आप एग्जाम में अच्छे से आंसर नहीं कर पाओगे या गलत करोगे और उसका खामियाजा यह भुगतना पड़ेगा कि आपके -1 मार्क्स डिडक्ट हो जाएंगे। दिस इज व्हाट आई सजेस्ट एवरीवन। दिस इज सेंटेंस करेक्शन and sentence improvement, phrase replacement preparations. We'll have I'm just showing all these slides for you. If you want to go through it, you'll find it. Otherwise, I have already explained spotting error or error detection. This is the preparation for the verbal reasoning, verbal ability. When we are talking about verbal ability, it is 50%, because quantitative aptitude you have 45 question, 30 plus 15 and 45 question in the verbal ability. So these are the sentence arrangements, para jumbles, preparations, sentence arrangements. You must be knowing there are 5 sentences jumbled and kept somewhere. You have to arrange them. Grammatically it should be correct. Language formation should be there. It is only possible when you are practicing a lot. So read and practice. Find the gaps where you are not able to and practice more. सबसे बढ़िया तरीका होता है कि जो चीज़ आपको लगता है मैं करेक्ट नहीं आंसर कर पा रहा हूँ या कर पा रहे हैं, you try to get it practiced several times and then you will come to know the confidence will be built. Vocabulary is one of the important things which you need to build in your preparations. As much you are strong in vocabulary, you'll find lots of questions are answered in one go. So you have to strengthen, write words, spell them and understand their applications. If you are knowing words and their meanings also but not able to match their synonyms, antonyms, probably somewhere you'll find the similar word is given but not able to apply it. तो इंग्लिश का जो सबसे बड़ा तैयारी है, सबसे बड़ी आपको ध्यान रखना है कि चाहे वो सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन हो, चाहे वो वोकेबुलरी से क्वेश्चंस आपके पास हो, उसकी प्रैक्टिस बहुत ज़रूरी है, आपको करते रहना. Odd one out based questions, this is also in English you will find to practice. Then again sentence connector preparations, you need to prepare questions where 2 distinct sentences are given and a set of starters or connectors are provided. You are obliged to identify an appropriate connector with the help of which you can merge the sentence so that it makes a meaningful sentence. So it is called the sentence connector preparation. You have to practice idiom based questions. As you know, idioms and phrases are most important in English. So as much you are practicing, try to study 5 to 8 idioms regularly to score well on such questions. So you have to practice 5 to 8 idioms every day. It is not necessary that you are practicing for the competitive examinations, rather even you are building your comprehension skills also, so prepare on this. Some other suggestions though I have discussed, Ipmat previous year question papers you can go through. These 3-4 previous year sample papers will make you more confident because then you will come to know the type of question, pattern of question paper and time management also. Take a paper, say if you are sitting at 10 o'clock and paper need to finish in 2 hours, so finish in 2 hours. Don't think that I am practicing at home so we can finish in 3 hours also. And calculate how much time you consumed and how much time you extra require, so that your speed of practicing questions, as I said, one question should not be solved in more than 1 minute, and rest of the time you can utilize for the questions which were not known to you at the time in the first go, जिनको आप फर्स्ट टाइम में सॉल्व नहीं कर पाए हो, उन क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए फर्दर जो टाइम मिलेगा आप बचे हुए समय को इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. एंड आइडेंटिफाई स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वीक एरियाज, ये शुरू में ही आप आइडेंटिफाई कर लो. स्ट्रॉन्ग एरिया को बार बार प्रैक्टिस करते रहो. कभी कभी क्या होता है, जो हमारी स्ट्रेंथ है उसको हम छोड़ देते हैं और वीकनेस पर हैमर करने लगते हैं. तो वीकनेस शायद दूर नहीं होती है और जो हमारी स्ट्रेंथ है वो भी वीकनेस में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है. तो आई वुड सजेस्ट, डू नॉट गो फॉर द वीकनेसेस इन फर्स्ट टाइम. ट्राई टू डेवलप प्रैक्टिस ऑन योर स्ट्रेंथ. जब आपकी स्ट्रेंथ पर कमांड होगा तो वीकनेस की तरफ आप बढ़ोगे, जिसको हम कहते हैं कि ग्रेजुअली रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं. टाइम मैनेजमेंट एंड स्पीड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Same question you can solve in 30 minutes also, and same question probably you can solve in 2 minutes also. It depends if you have a trick, if it depends how much you have confidence and command on the concepts. तो इसको बिल्ड करने के लिए, क्योंकि जनरल मैथ्स है, देखिए अगर हम ये बात करते हैं सब्जेक्टिव मैथमेटिक्स जो हम पढ़ाते हैं सब्जेक्ट्स में, वहाँ पर और इस जनरल मैथमेटिक्स में फ़र्क ये है कि उस मैथमेटिक्स में कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्ड हो जाने के बाद में एक रिदम बन जाता है और आपको लगता है ये उसी कॉन्सेप्ट पर बेस्ड है. यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पर आपको एक ही पेपर में डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट के क्वेश्चंस हैं और क्विकली आपको फाइंड आउट करना है कि कौन सा कॉन्सेप्ट हमें अप्लाई करना है. एंड दिस इज द रीजन जनरल मैथमेटिक्स इजी होते हुए भी टफ हो जाती है और मेन स्ट्रीम की मैथमेटिक्स टफ होते हुए भी इजी हो जाती है। तो इस पर्टिकुलर एरिया में मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा कि जब भी आप प्रैक्टिस करो, क्वेश्चन के साथ में खुद से सॉल्यूशन की तरफ बढ़ो। जब आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे इस लेवल का तो टाइमली, एक तो टाइम बाउंड आपकी प्रैक्टिस होगी, दूसरे हो सकते हैं कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट जो आपको उस समय नहीं आ रहे होंगे प्रैक्टिस के टाइम में आ जाएंगे। शॉर्ट नोट्स बनाओ, बुलेट फॉर्म में नोट्स बनाओ एंड देन मॉक टेस्ट पे अपीयर करो। बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन मॉक टेस्ट इस समय अवेलेबल हैं। आई विल नॉट सजेस्ट एनी पर्टिकुलर बिकॉज इन केस इफ यू वांट टू गो फॉर, you can in free, there is free of cost online mock tests are available. Otherwise also practice papers are available in the market. You can practice at least one practice paper should be done every day once you are free from your board examinations, जिससे कि जो टाइम आपके पास मिल रहा है उस पर ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस आप कर रहे हो। एंड देन if we think on the preparation, it is not sufficient what I discussed in these 35 minutes, but one thing I want to tell you, after class 12 joining MBA you have opportunity through Jipmat and Ipmat। दोनों की तैयारी करने का जो वक्त है वो सफिशियंट हमारे पास होता है। और अगर आपको पता है और आप चाहते हो कि हमें IIM में जाना है तो 12th के बाद एक दरवाज़ा खुलता है, उसके थ्रू एंट्री लीजिए, सक्सेस पाइए और अपना करियर इंडिया के टॉप मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ में बनाइए। माय बेस्ट विशेस टू यू ऑल। आगे हम किसी और टॉपिक पर आपसे फिर बात करेंगे जो कि किसी करियर को लेकर होगा या किसी कोर्स को लेकर होगा। आप सभी चाहें तो अपने सजेशंस हमें भेजते रहें, हम आपके लिए रिसर्च करेंगे, रिसर्च करके कलेक्ट करेंगे और कलेक्ट करके डिलीवरी करेंगे। दिस इज़ माई विश दैट इफ आई एम एबल टू हेल्प माई चिल्ड्रन एट एनी लेवल, आई विल बी हेल्पिंग देम फॉर श्योर। माई बेस्ट विशेस टू यू ऑल। गॉड ब्लेस यू। थैंक यू सो मच।